Hi guys, this is Mac here, and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, which is called Mac Vlogs. My guest speaker for today is Abbas Al-Lawati, the main person for Humor Infection. He's the main founder. So, good evening, Mr. Abbas. Good to see you
Good
live.
evening, man. Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, not bad, man. Life is going on. Of course, it's difficult times for everyone around the globe, but yeah,
Wow,
trying to hang on, man.
that's wonderful. Why are you unemployed today?
Oh, this is just, I don't know, it's just a sweatshirt that says I'm employed. So if anyone over there, out there, headhunters watching this, they can contact me, email me, and probably get me a job.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
So tell our viewers about your humor infection. How did this come to your mind to set this up in Oman and get a lot of people to laugh? Basically, the most difficult part for making people is to laugh. So how do you make them laugh?
Well, it's a two-part question, so I'll answer your first half, which is how this group came into existence. So, I used to be a banker, and then I've been doing stand-up comedy for the past decade or so, more than 10 years. And
Wow.
as you can see, I haven't been very successful, or else people would have known me.
Yes, yes,
So,
that's for sure. That's for sure. I have a cheers for that. I've always attended all your events in Oman.
First of all, to all the people out there watching, that was a clear lie. You haven't, but yeah, you have actually. You have attended
Yes,
two,
I did.
two,
But at
or
least
maybe one,
two events.
at least
No,
two,
there were two
exactly.
events. No, again, if I count five, there were going to be three. I can mention them. You know how? The first
Actually,
one I
yes, I
attended
remember
was
you being
Buffalo
around. Yeah,
Wings. Yeah, Buffalo Wings, which you
yeah,
conducted.
yeah.
Okay, that was
Right,
in
right.
a evening time. And the second one was at the cave where you gathered and you wanted to appreciate all your colleagues and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that
And
was an anniversary show. Yeah, yeah.
anniversary show, that's for sure. And the third one, I can't remember.
Exactly, two.
Maybe
That's what I meant. You attended two shows.
two. You're right.
So
Sure, please
basically,
continue.
yeah, so like I was saying that I've been doing comedy for a while. And then just the brand Abbas Al-Lawati, people knew me as an individual in my area at least. People were like, oh yeah, this guy does comedy. But I needed like a solid base to, instead of calling it a base, let me call it a platform for local comedians. Because even though I like doing comedy, I like doing it alone, but it's always good to have like a local comedy scene going around. Like, there might be so many people out there um, who are funny, but they don't have a platform to get on and showcase their talent. For example, me, even I started comedy the same way. People used to come and tell me that, hey, Abbas, you should try out stand-up comedy. And I was like, oh yeah, really? But then where do I go and try it out? That was the question. So I had to answer that question not only for myself, but for other new talents as well. So that's when 3.5 years back, I established this comedy brand. Now, this was, of course, after I quit my job from the bank. So I started doing comedy full
Okay.
time. Yeah. So it's been 4 years now since I started doing comedy full time, and it's been 3.5 years. That's the time frame that the brand has been existing now. Humor Infection, that's what it's called.
Mhm.
So that's
So,
the story behind it.
okay,
Yeah.
mashallah, mashallah. May Allah bless you. A lot of success. You're doing a great job.
Inshallah, man.
Since I've known you, and it's really wonderful and remarkable at your end. The fact is that how are your followers and viewers looking up to you in terms of humor infection? So, how do you see them coming along and watching your events in Oman?
Well, before it was just word of mouth. Honestly, I was really old school in terms of marketing. So I would go to these house parties or I would go to these house gatherings and ask people that, hey, there's a gig that's going to happen. But then just 6 months down the line, when I started my brand, I started going online. I started putting my stuff on Facebook and like, designing these posters. So I would like to give a shout out to one of the guys who isn't there with the group right now because the person moved to India. But that guy came along, and even though he charges like a bomb for making posters, he was kind enough to just be like, you know what, Abbas, I really like what you're doing. No one's doing that in Oman, so I'll make posters for you and I'll make it for free. And he started designing these insane, very eye-catching posters. And that's how I started getting this attention from people online that, hey, there's a comedy show happening. Because see, um, yes, content is important, what goes on your poster, but if it's not eye catching, if it's not pleasing to the eye, no one's gonna pay attention to it.
Hmm.
So that's how I
Yeah,
started getting attention
absolutely,
online.
absolutely,
I hope I did mention the
absolutely.
name. The guy's name is Akhilesh. Now he's in India. So Akhilesh, if you're watching, thanks, man, for all the free posters. I think I owe you like around 5,000 riyals now for the work that you've done.
Great job. Actually, what happened is when we take a first step in doing anything in our life, we get our people and friends and buddies who come along with us to support us and help us lift in our lives. So that's really wonderful of your friend Aklesh, which has done a great job for you. And I'm sure that's the credit you're giving him for being in your life, for doing this for you, right?
And actually, he
Now, I
through me, he also like found friends. He didn't have any friends. He was a loner. He used to be at home. He didn't have a social life. So I got him out from the darkness, and I was like, you do this for me, I will show you how it is to have friends. By the way, all that is
yeah,
not true. He has a lot of
it's
friends.
hand in hand,
Don't
right? It's
don't
hand
take
in
it seriously, bro. Don't take it seriously. I'm just joking. He has friends.
hand. Okay. Now, my
Yeah.
question to you, which I would
All right.
put across, would be that can you name any famous stand-up comedian from Hollywood, Bollywood, and Lollywood?
Wow. Okay. So Hollywood, even though it's sad to know that, I mean, I wouldn't call it Hollywood from the Western side, like the comedy scene that's going on.
Western, like it
Uh,
could be from Canada or from US, basically who you follow or who
yeah.
you admire.
So I think I would go with Louis C.K. Though it's sad that he was in a controversial he got into controversial stuff lately and then he just backed out from the scene. But I think Louis C.K. is someone that comes to my mind when I think of comedians from that side. Bollywood, I would say there are plenty actually. I grew up watching a lot of them. Though they weren't stand-up comedians, they were actors like Kadir Khan and Johnny Lever and Johnny Lever. Am I saying his name right? I don't know. So him
Do you have
and
do you have any recognition for Kapil Sharma, which who's doing great job? I'm not
yeah, of
sure.
course, of course. Yeah, I
He
know
came
Kapil
from
Sharma.
as
He
well, right?
Yeah, and I think Kapil Sharma was known mainly for his crowd work that he would do while he's talking to his audience, and he wouldn't script it out. Okay, somewhere even stand-up comedians they say that they're doing crowd work, but they always have a setup. So they either have a setup question that they follow it up. So if you're in the audience, I'm going to be like, so I'll have like a set question like, "Hey, Masroor, where are you from?" And I know that you're from Pakistan, and you're going to be like Pakistan, and then I'll have a joke on Pakistan, making it look like that, see, I just improvised, but it's not improvised. So even though that's there, that's a known fact, I do respect
Mhm.
Kapil Sharma for what he does. And from Lollywood, first name that comes to my mind is, of course, uh,
Umar Sharif.
Omar Sharif. Yes, Omar Sharif. Sometimes you're just like, the name that comes to my mind is, and then your mind just stops functioning. So yeah, of course, it's Omar Sharif all the way. Grew up watching
Yeah,
him.
I have been
So yeah.
watching. Well, I was never allowed to watch his shows when I was young, basically because he was a little bit. You can say you can go straight away. He was not that good, or he was really good, I would say. But again, our parents or people when we were young, they were never allowed us to watch him basically because we get influenced by his petty jokes, which I tried on some of my family friends when I was young by just
Yeah.
picking up the phone and talking to them, and just because that came to my mind, let me just try that. But I believe me, I got into a big trouble after doing that, and I tried that on my father and my uncle's closest friends when I
Yeah,
was too
yeah.
young to do that. Actually, that was really rude of me, but I still remember
It's
that
not
that's
rude.
the.
It's not rude, man. Like even in stand-up comedy, when I'm performing, I know that
Mm,
there will be a few people in the audience that will take offense when I do my jokes. Like for example, now we all grown ups. Like back in the days, our parents used to decide for us, and I'm not saying that was wrong, but now we can decide. Like for example, right now you see that I'm wearing all of this, but I'm actually wearing
mhm.
boxers underneath. Like no one's there to stop me. And if you don't
That
believe me, I
no
can show
one
you
can
my
see.
knees.
Nobody wants to see or can see what you're wearing underneath. Only they want to see on the top, right?
That's the best part, right? So, I mean, growing up, I think I would put it, I can use this as an example that growing up, people show the first half that what they are, but they don't show the bottom half, where I'm pretty much cool. I can show you my knees to prove the fact that I'm wearing boxers right now.
I'm sure the viewers don't want to see that part.
So, I mean, like you said that your parents and you tried your jokes on your uncles and your your close friends, and yeah, some of them there are people out there that won't take a joke as a joke. They'll take it seriously, and yeah, this was awkward. So yeah,
You know, how, let me just put this again, that how do you find a depressed and a very emotional person who's already going through a lot of problems and life? Like, for example, we all are going through difficult times, right, for the past 3 months or so, and
right, of course, yeah.
everybody feels sick of themselves also being at home and locked up and doing nothing, and they want some humor, they want some enjoyment, they want to go
Oh,
out and be with their
I
friends
was
and
feeling
stuff, right?
sick of myself even before the lockdown.
And I'm sure you're going
I'm
to be
really
feeling the same, basically, because you're not organizing or doing any events which is related to humor infection, basically because everything has been stopped or been controlled to for our health reasons. So how are you continuing to make the humor infection active in these difficult times so that people can be connected and they can still enjoy your jokes and your fun part, which you're good at? Are you
fun
planning to
part.
do
I don't
something
know.
online?
Sorry,
Why
yes.
don't you try something like online sessions of your own humor infection? So that was going to be a great hit for sure.
Actually, now a lot of stand-up comedians are trying this out. They're taking their stand-up comedy live, like online. And
Okay.
though I've done, I did the first ever stand-up comedy show of Oman, virtual comedy show for a
Mm-hmm.
college, Oman Tourism College, and it was
Mm-hmm.
good. The crowd was amazing. They were really receptive. But it's just that as a comedian personally, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing stand-up comedy. Like I won't do my jokes right now. I won't be like, all right, guys, here it is. Because even though I see your laughing face, I would prefer doing it live. Because when I write a joke, I would prefer it doing it live than to just do it behind a screen. I don't know. This is not
So
something.
you want to
Um,
connect with your audience directly through a live, what do you call
of
it,
course,
live
yeah,
event rather than a
yeah,
session.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not meant for this curtain of screen that's between you and me. I mean, at least personally speaking, I don't know, I'm not speaking on behalf of every stand-up comedian out there, but personally speaking, I wouldn't prefer doing stand-up comedy behind the screen. I would do it live. Now, in terms of taking it digital, how I'm coping with this current situation, um, instead of stand-up, I've been transiting into making memes and I don't know, taking funny pictures, putting funny stuff on stories. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. But doing
Okay.
stand up comedy live on this, I don't prefer it at least. I did it, and like I
I
said,
agree.
I did like it, but I wouldn't prefer doing that.
I agree. So are you on TikTok and Instagram active? Are you active on those social media?
The day I go active on TikTok, I will officially take a bow from stand up comedy and I'll know that my time is up. Because
Oh,
not TikTok, man, never.
okay. Everyone is
I'll
trying their
give.
hand at TikTok. I don't even get the whole idea. What is so great about TikToks and all?
See, again, I'm not judging. I mean, people who are on TikTok, if you're doing well, if you like doing it, man, if it keeps you happy, who cares? Like, there will always be a hater out there online. For example, right now, I'm the hater for TikTok. Like the comment that I just made, someone who is
Hmm.
on TikTok watching this right now might go like,
What?
"Oh, really?"
What?
Like, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there will always be someone out there. Like, there are people who are hating on Tom Cruise. There are people who are hating on Eminem. There are people who are hating on these immensely talented people out there. So who are us? Like, we're nothing in front of those talented people. So if if you want to do something, if it makes you happy, if you like doing it, just do it. That's my thing. Just go and do it.
So what is your passion in life? Is it this comedy or is something else?
Oh, it's well, my passion is it kicks off every day at 12 a.m. when no one's watching me. I'm alone. I open my laptop. I'm on my bed and I go on shady sites, websites. And okay, yeah,
Hmm.
that was just no, I don't do that, Masood. Don't take everything literally, man. You're just you start picturing me on my bed again in my boxes. Don't do that, man. So my passion, of course, it's not even a passion. I think comedy is turned into an obsession. It's become like a part of me that I can't let go, even if I want to let go. Like there are times. Sorry, I just moved my phone. There are times when I want to be serious about a situation. Like even when it comes down to my comedy, like I have to take serious decisions or I have to be serious and I just can't, man. I It's become a part of me being a comedian. Maybe I don't know.
Hmm. I am so amazed to hear all this from you. So I always knew what you're made of. So you're a great personality, great.
You don't look amazed, man. That you don't look enthusiastic. You just went like I'm
Thank you. I put it
really
back. That's what I
yeah.
wanted to hear. That it doesn't
Yeah,
look. I mean,
you as an interviewer, I would prefer if you keep your glasses on. It just makes you look very professional.
yeah, I was about to wear the full two-piece suit as well, but then I realized that it's going to be too much more taking an interview of a person who is much, much, much more better than me in comedy for sure.
No,
Okay,
man, not at all.
now, so Alhamdulillah, so hope everybody's healthy and safe at your end, whatever is happening in the world. Is everybody okay at your end?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't called anyone and checked up on anyone. I've just been living my life. So I've been selfish in that department.
Okay.
Yeah, but Alhamdulillah, my family and my friends so far who I haven't seen my friends all this while. So I talk to them over the phone every now and then, and they sound all right.
Okay, so how's the Oman situation? If you would like to say, is it going to be opening soon or is still on the lockdown where your events and everything are going to be taking some time to come back to normal for all the viewers? Let my viewers know that when is humor infection going to be active related to the lockdown? Once the lockdown's over, you're going to be full on, bang on, or you're going to take some time, some months off to start reviving the humor infection again.
Before I answer that question, I have a question for you. That can we see how many people are watching when you say your viewers? I hope like there are like at least two people watching us. I'm just joking, man. It's okay. Even if there are two people, it's fine. But
It
what
doesn't matter how many people are watching basically because it's live for me on the YouTube. So what's going to happen after this session is going to be over. So many, 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 many people will watch it for sure because I got many requests before this event session started. When is Abbas going to be online? And once he's going to be online, please share his link. We are going to definitely watch him for sure. So once the
thank
session
you.
is over, your session video will be shared with all the people, 600 plus people of mine, 2000 plus on Facebook, 2000 plus people on LinkedIn. Everywhere it's going to be shared so the people should know where
Bro,
about.
actually, I know I sound like a villain over here, but you don't need to take everything literally. When I say something, you don't need to explain, man. It's fine. I mean, when I
I
say
know,
like
but
I hope people are watching and stuff,
I know,
I
I
don't.
know, but the fact is, I am more informative person. You know, basically, I
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
connect.
and honestly, I wouldn't use the term that I don't care how many people are watching. But honestly, even if I'm just talking to you over here, that's what I even tell my audience members. Like there have been comedy shows where I've had like 5 people show up, and then there have been shows where I've had 500 people show up, and the level of energy that I put into it, or even the new comedians that join in, and when they ask me this question, then hey, Abbas, what if like there are like 3 people in the audience when I'm performing, and I'm like it doesn't matter, man, if you have 3 people or if you have 30,000 people. The efforts,
The,
or because as a matter of fact, when there are 3 people in the audience, you need to put in more effort because those 3 people are still there, knowing that they're the only three. When you have like
yeah,
a bunch of people with you and you're like, hey, there are other people. Yeah, I'm not the only stupid one. But when there are only 3 people, you need to appreciate them more that they're still there and they're the only 3 people who showed up. So anyway, moving on. That's a good question. When is Oman gonna open? And when are my events going to go up? Well, right now, slowly but surely, Oman is relaxing the restrictions.
hmm
Okay, in terms of like they've recently allowed 50% of employees to work in the office now. So you can see that slowly but surely things are opening up now. The other part of the question, that when am I going to start performing again? When is humor infection going to go up and start performing the gigs? That
Yeah.
is a tough question. I really don't know, because once the businesses open up now, what I do is I work with restaurants and hotels and stuff. So I don't know how badly that sector or that industry has been hit by COVID. So I will
Mhm.
have to talk to my clients. I will have to work a deal where even they can work with me, I can work with them. Maybe we'll have to, I don't know, work in
Reorganize
a
it.
way that reorganize
Reorganize.
it basically, and work in a way that that I don't lose anything and I'm not a burden on my clients.
Okay. What about the sponsors which you always tap on for your events? So are the sponsors still supporting you, or they're just holding themselves back basically because of the situation going on?
Honestly, man, since I started Humor Infection, I haven't had any sponsor my
Oh,
group.
really? So you're working
Yeah,
without the
so
sponsor?
without the sponsor. So initially, I started putting up gigs, and you see the roll up banners, you see the cards, the free giveaways. I give away mugs every now and then, which has my brand name and like a funny
Your
caption.
pocket goes
Everything.
empty by doing all these, right? It's going all from your pocket.
It is. It is. And but of course, the comedians that have joined in my group, they were aware of this and they were kind enough. They knew that we all are doing this for the love of comedy. Yes, money will come in. That's the first thing I tell when a comedian joins Humor Infection, that forget about the money and the fame part. If you can forget these two elements and just perform for the love of comedy, these two elements will follow.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So
Now
yeah.
I'm getting really, bit connected with the wording of your shirt, which is unemployed. So I would like to make an offer. Would you like
Okay.
to be would you like to be my employee for the future?
Of course, man. Depends what work you're gonna make me do. I don't know. This sounds really shady.
Well, the thing is that I'm an advertising and branding specialist. I have my own agency here in Pakistan, which
Wow.
you're aware of, and I'm sure we did some projects in the past. So,
Yes.
but it was a difficult stand. With a heavy heart, I had to move back to Pakistan, basically because of the situation back in Oman. We went through a lot of difficult times and stuff. But good, everything Allah plans is something for the good. Mashallah, now
I
everything is
agree.
smooth. It's good out here. So if you need any support of mine, you have all my platforms, you have all my social media to be promoted, and I would love to promote you. And the employment, I can't hire you because you're too expensive for me. Honestly
Not
speaking,
at all, man.
you're too expensive for me for sure.
Believe me, you can buy my soul with two shawarmas, man. That's all. I'm a simple man. You give me food, I'll do whatever you ask me to.
Yeah, but I know, but Turkish people have made the shawarmas go a bit longer. You know that, like Subway style. We used to eat the small ones, but you have become a little longer than expected.
Oh,
Anyway, coming
thanks,
back.
man. You're trying to tell me indirectly that I put on weight, so thanks, man. That makes me feel good about myself.
Yeah, it's a great time now to get back to your fitness and look after yourself. Basically, being home, just lift some dumbbells at home and do some exercises. Nobody to watch now, basically, because the gyms and everything are closed down. They're shut. So you can just keep on doing. I'm trying my level best, basically, because still the lockdown is going on in Pakistan for some time. And the Eid holidays are going to be over by tomorrow. Hopefully, this is the last day. And I'm going to be thinking of going out and start jogging again and re looking in means like looking after myself again and start bodybuilding if I can, inshallah, inshallah.
And do people recognize you when you're like jogging outside? People go like, "Oh, that's the guy that interviews people," you
Well, I
know?
haven't that, well, I haven't reached that stage yet, but I'm sure in Pakistan, once you reach a certain level, where I know a lot of people who are having lots of followers and subscribers in their platforms, they usually tend to hide themselves behind their hoodies and the caps and stuff in defense areas and stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, basically because
Inshallah,
they don't
bro.
want to.
Inshallah, you'll
Inshallah,
make it
see,
big, man. And
my
you're already big,
my
bro. You got 600 subscribers. That's big, man. You're already there.
mashallah. But the fact is that I didn't started this vlogging or making vlogs basically to earn for the money purposes. It was just a I would again give a cheers up and say a congrat. Means I would say really a few good words for a colleague of mine and a friend and a brother and a family who was with me in Dubai when we were doing our own business over there. He suggested me and he recommended me that I'm being so simple nature and my way I connect with the people. He only entrusted me the confidence and he told me that you should try this out. And it was in 2016 October I started this channel, and it's a
Wow.
long way, but Alhamdulillah, where I am today, I feel happy for myself that everybody has joined me in and supported me like a family. So it's really remarkable. Thank you so much. Uh, But thank you word is going to be a small word, and I would
Nah,
never
man.
ever would like to say thanks to my own friend and family who you are, and you have always been there, mashallah. So I wouldn't say thanks to you again, but it's just
Not at
like
all, man.
a gesture which we have to say thank you so much for coming along and
Pleasure's all mine, bro.
time
Pleasure's
out,
all mine.
taking time out in this busy life, busy time. Um, Everyone is busy for sure, but thank you so much for coming and
You
attending
sure
and
you
being.
don't wanna? You sure you don't wanna see my knees before I leave to prove the fact that I was wearing a boxer while I was doing this interview? Okay. Anyway,
No
Masroor, man,
worries.
thank you so much, bro.
Can you
I
give a
really
small
appreciate.
props for all your fans and followers out there?
Sorry.
Can you give a small shout out to all your fans and followers through my
Of
channel?
course, of course, man. I mean, first of all, I would like to thank all the people who have tuned in from your side. And moving on to the people who support humor infection, including yourself, you've been a supporter of humor infection. I would like to say that if it wasn't for you guys, humor infection wouldn't exist. I mean, it's of course it has my blood, sweat, and tears. But then, if you take people who support human infection, if you take those people out of the equation, human infection doesn't exist. So thanks to everyone out there who have been supporting me, who like my content. Go and like Masroor's content. He's a very nice chap, and yeah, man, that's all I have to say. And keep doing what you guys do. And yeah,
Don't forget to say subscribe. That's more important.
subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to Mac Vlogs. Am I saying it right? Is it Vlogs or is it Vlogs? Mac Vlogs, right?
MACVLOGS, Mac Vlogs.
Mac Vlogs. So subscribe to Mac Vlogs, guys. Do not for and there's a bell button as well, so then it gives them a notification if I'm not wrong. See, I'm catching up. So do that, and also subscribe to Humor Infection. We have 96 now. No, actually, just 96 subscribers. So yeah, subscribe there too if
We
you
have
want to watch
3,000 plus, right? Well, almost reaching 10,000.
on Instagram. Yes, but on YouTube, I think we are still somewhere around 96. So
You're behind me, but no worries. You have my platform always to be
inshallah,
promote.
inshallah, bro.
You can take it up in any time you want to
Inshallah.
be
And
get into.
inshallah. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
man. Thank you so much. Thank
Take
you,
care
man.
of yourself. Be healthy. Be safe, and look
You
after
too,
your
bro.
family, your parents, your brothers, and give my regards to your elder brother Ali and your
Inshallah.
sisters and everybody. I
I'll
know
do
them
that.
all. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Take
Wa
care,
salam,
guys.
bro. All right.
Thank you so
See
much
you.
once again. Everybody, have fun and a great weekend to look forward to. Take care. Bye bye.